Hey y'all, it's February 8th and I'm going to show you how I start my spring garden. It's February 8, 2012. I have about 16 different plants that I'm going to be planting today, and I use just these little 72 dividers, little greenhouses. They have a lid on it. What I'm going to take is well, first let me tell you what I'm going to plant today. I'm going to start everything, of course, from seed. And I have Roma, Rutgers, Red Cherry, and Super Boy, Better Boy tomatoes. Those are the plants tomato plants that I am going to go with. And then I have sweet banana, cayenne, serrano, jalapeno, bell peppers, cucumbers. I'll use the pickler cucumbers, cabbage, broccoli, collards, kale, and spinach. So that's what I'm going to start in this one today. And the way I do it is I just have a list, and then I'll plant them down this way, and how many spots I have. Most likely I'll do 6 of pretty much everything. On the tomatoes, since I have so many tomatoes, I'll do 3 spots of each, and then once the plants start popping up, I'll pretty much know what they are by the list. So for my compost, I'm going to use just the cow manure for the compost and vermiculite. So I have some vermiculite I'm going to put in here, and I'm just going to use equal parts. Hole in the bag. One thing about the garden that I love is that you get to get dirty. It's like being a kid again. It's just fun. And the food does taste a lot better as well. So I'm just mixing the vermiculite and the cow manure in there, or the compost. Now, last year I had some cherry tomatoes that did really well. My other tomatoes didn't do that great, so I'm actually going to plant about, let's see, looks like about 15 different tomatoes, or actually 4 different types of tomatoes, but 5 different types of tomatoes, but 15 plants all in all. So. I just kind of break up the big lumps here. And I don't want anything like you get sticks and wood and stuff. I don't want anything like that in this one right now. Then I'll throw that in the garden.
You can see it holds together pretty good. And then I'll put it in these containers here.
So now all I'm going to do is just transfer it into these little holes here. Now, I live in Florida, so it's February, and it's probably about 65 degrees out, but it is supposed to get colder tonight. So of course I'll keep this inside with the lid on it. I do want to get an early start on my tomatoes and also my peppers. I'll just take my hand and take off all the excess out. Now I have 72 little spots for plants.
Here's what it looks like. And you can buy these at pretty much any place. That's just a rock. So I'm throwing that out. But you can buy these pretty much any garden center.
In the past I've used the containers like these, but they have the little peat moss or the little soil additives in it already, and it has like a little mesh on there. I don't like it because I think it keeps the roots kind of contracted and they don't grow right for me. So I like this way much better because I can just pop them out, they're in soil, and I know what it is, and I can put it in my plants or in my garden directly. So now I'm going to follow my list that I have, and the first one I have is Roma, and I want 3 squares for the Roma plants. And it says on the plant depth 1/4 of an inch, so what I'll do is I'll just take 2 or 3 of each of the seeds in each little square. And I'll thin them out. I'll thin them out later if I need to. And I'm just going to take my finger and push it down a little. Then I have Rutgers, and I'll do the next 3 down from there. That way I'll just keep it in order for my list. So this is going to take a while, and I'm sure you don't want to see me just sit here and put seeds in there, but this is the gist of it. You can take your pencil and stick them in there or put them down there. I find using my fingers just as good and just push them down there a little bit. After I've put every seed in here at the proper depth, I'm going to take some water. And I don't want to overwater this. Just put a little water on all of it. So that should be good. Just kind of clean up the edge a little bit. Put a little top on it. Put it in a really a sunny place. You can put it under lamps or lights or whatever. I usually just leave it in my house by a window. And make sure your temperature is nice and warm. You don't want it to get cold. In a couple weeks, we should be having some sprouts. So thanks again for watching, guys. This is just the way I do it. There's hundreds of different ways to do it. What I'll do is once these plants get a little bit bigger, I'll go ahead and thin them out, and then I'll transfer them and do this process again for any other plants that I might want to go. And again, what I planted today was the Roma. I have to look at my list here. Roma, Rutger, Red Cherry, Superboy, Better Boy, Sweet Banana, Cayenne, Serrano, Jalapeno, bell peppers, cucumbers, cabbage, broccoli, collards, kale, spinach, and another row of Roma tomatoes. So thanks again for watching, guys.